Morning, guys. VIP pre-market prep. I don't have good news for you, right? We're hanging on hope to a possible miracle. The 200-week moving average on SPY. We needed a catalyst for that to happen. CPI came in hot today. We didn't get that catalyst. So now we have the technical break well below the 200-week moving average on the SPY. And listen, if you want hope, I guess like COVID crash, right? We went below the 200-week moving average, and then some miracle happened, with that increased liquidity. No one ever thought, nobody's ever seen that before. So I guess you can hang on to a miracle idea if you want, because in the past, historically, anytime we broke the 200-week moving average, we always retested it to the upside, and only in the COVID crash did it go back above it. So I think the chances are good. We will retest it to the upside at some point, but it's probably going to get rejected. So at this point, 99% chance we're in a new regime. This is a start of a multi-quarter, perhaps even multi-year bear market. The bear market is just getting started, especially for mega caps. But I also want to say we're entering a regime where valuations are not going to make sense, particularly really any size company, but particularly micro caps. People are going to get confused about why certain stocks seem so cheap. So be aware that's the regime we're going into. Another thing that you can expect, just because the stock is down 70, 80, 90%, you're like, well, how much lower can it go? Let's say SPY goes down another 20, 30%. So have risk assets bottomed? Well, we saw ARKK broken below the $35, which is a proxy for risk assets. And so what happens to those stocks that are down 70, 80, 90%? Could they go even lower? And the answer is yes, because a lot of them could go bankrupt. Okay. You're going to see a lot of companies disappear, maybe Peloton, maybe UPST. Who knows? Lots of companies, small companies that are not profitable, like HireCar, who knows, something like that. So just because the stock is down 70, 80, 90%, and even if they're trading at negative EVs, we are now entering a very dangerous kind of regime over the next several quarters, I believe. Now, we'll continue doing our best trying to find the standouts and trying to find stocks that buck the market trend, but our job just got a lot harder. Okay. No question about it. So that's the story. And imminently, what we also have to worry about is what's going on with bonds. TLT down to a new low. Look at this crash, down 2%. This can imminently, within the next few weeks, perhaps cause something in the financial system to break down, similar to what we saw with Lehman Brothers in 2008, 2009. So keep your eyes open for that. Maybe time to, if you're not, I have to rethink my portfolio because I'm definitely too long, even though I knew about all these risks. But I'm a risk taker. But at this point, I got to rethink my portfolio, raise some cash in different places, because in my view, this is just the beginning. So don't have good news for you anywhere here. Everything hitting new lows. SPY, QQQ, ARKK, TLT, all hitting new lows. Expectations for higher rates are increasing now. We were listening to Bloomberg this morning. I put the link in. They were on Bloomberg Spaces. So now people are talking about, higher terminal rate. You see even oil is not being spared over here, given the bull case for oil. I'm getting hurt with a lot of uranium exposure. I think maybe like 15, 20% of my account is uranium. So I've been getting killed because that's been coming down with oil. So I got to think about where to raise some money to have some cash because of this new regime. Look, that's also going to impact even stocks like rum, right? Even stocks that traditionally have a high premium due to sentiment, maybe that goes away too. And yesterday morning, I gave you a warning of that. I said, hey, this did not react like I expected the stock to react in the last few days. Gave that warning yesterday morning. And what do you know? Boom, it breaks below 1133 support and now down to $10 support. But it's not looking good even for a stock like rum. So let's go into some individual stocks. Maybe we can find something. TSM had an earnings beat. Let me see if they raised. Yep, and they raised a beat and raise for Tower Semi. So that seemed like it may have been hopeful this morning for the semiconductor industry, but now it's back down on the CPI news. Air had news this morning. Well, it was released on the conference call, but now they had a PR about it, and we asked Ian about it the other day about that new customer that was not PR'd. Now it's PR'd, and that's getting hit hard at this point. Where's your support on that? Your support on that here, the 50-week, maybe around $13 or something. You got a support level over there. XXII. So we talked about. Oh wow. XXII, really fascinating story, interesting thesis. I guess just listen to yesterday's webcast. We listened to it together on Zoom yesterday, and man, if the market cooperated, if CPI came in lower than expected, this stock would be on its way to $1.30 right now. Probably, maybe it would have hit it today, 125 to 130. But as it is, as things played out, now it's pulling back. So, but I talked about yesterday that this could go back down to like 83, 85 cents or something. But I like the thesis here. I'm taking a hit on it now. I entered yesterday. I think I'm going to hold XXII because they got catalysts coming in the next few weeks. DRIO had news this morning. Very interesting contract with the city. So now there's a city, a Midwestern city, chose their full suite, and they get paid like $70 to $80 a month per employee for the full suite, per engaged employee. So that's interesting. I never contemplated them winning city contracts. So that's a kind of a new area for me that I didn't really think about that they can grow into. And we're waiting for news, potentially big news on Monday. So listen, that's all I got. It's short. It's 7 minutes because it just sucks. And I really I don't see any good news out of this except this is a new regime. You sell the bounces. I guess we don't know exactly when those bounces are going to happen, but hopefully we will get one that's going to test the 200 weeks to the upside, and you can lighten the load there, maybe. But you got to reevaluate your portfolio, reevaluate your tactics and your strategies because we're entering a new regime at this point. You know what? One thing I was thinking about the other day, it's October 13th. Elections are on November 4th. Is it November, whatever, the first Tuesday in the week of November? And if you want a big rally, maybe that's when you get it, because at this point, it's probably not looking good for the Democrats going into an election. And maybe if you get a change in Congress over there, that's probably going to be viewed positively by the market, and you can get maybe a face-ripping, short squeeze rally for a few days after the election. So I've been thinking about that. Going into the election, I might buy some call options, might get something like TQQQ, but that's a few weeks off, and there can be a lot of damage in the next few weeks. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Don't have really good news. Hopefully DRIO holds up with that contract today, and then we get follow on Monday. But I think I'm going to be in cash raising mode. When I get pops, I'm going to sell them. I'm going to reevaluate my entire portfolio, look for any stocks that possibly could go bankrupt, even if they're at a negative EV, because that's the new regime we're in. All right, guys. Wish I had better news. Have a great day. We'll continue collaborating in the room. And if you're not a member, we got a 7-day risk-free trial at StoryTrading. You can become a VIP. We got lots of events. They're up on our website now, StoryTrading.com. Click on events. You can see our full schedule coming up. Thanks, guys. See you soon.